What is up, guys? Happy Monday. Today, we're going to continue looking for opportunities and get ready for the week. Today, the first chart we have is from Jason. Looks like it's EUR USD, and he's looking for some sell opportunities. It looks like he may be in some, and it looks like he's in profit right now. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. So the thing is with a dollar. Where's my tools? We talked about this last week, right? How the dollar and EUR USD kind of looked very, very similar. Right now, the dollar is looking like this, and it looks like it's on its way, right? And it looks like obviously this is the opposite. It looks like this is looking to start heading down now, and it looks like EUR looks like it may be looking to start heading back up. So let's just go ahead and take a look at EUR USD and see if we can go ahead and confirm this, or if we can hold off and look for some buy opportunities. So let's go ahead and go to EUR USD. I do see what you're seeing though, market structure wise, right? If the market is continuing to drop, right? If the market is continuing to drop, which it has been for a long while, right? The market is definitely bearish in this area. So if the market is bearish, you should be looking for some sell opportunities, right? But let's go ahead and take a look at the areas that you have. I do like them though. I do see what you're looking at and why you're marking it up. We obviously have um, a, a liquidity sweep to the upside, right? We have the change of direction to the downside. And this is like a pretty nice looking play, right? We have liquidity being built up, liquidity was swept, and then the market falls off the face of the earth, right? So we wait for the market to come back in this area so we can go ahead and take some sales. And it looked like it did, but it was very, very tight. Like that was this drop is most likely for this zone here, but it was just missed, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Let's go ahead and take a look at this on a higher time frame because again, the dollar, if we go over here real quick, this is my trading view. Right? This is the 4 hour time frame. So look at this, guys. Notice how we have consolidation, market was swept, and then we have a nice drop. And I don't know who was on this call. The last okay, never mind. It wasn't this one. It was with oil, I think. But yeah, we have a nice sweep of liquidity, and the market is looking like it wants to fall. Now, if we go to EU, it's going to look similar, but EU is going to look like this with the sharp bottom and then starting to come up, right? So let's take a look. Dollar, EUR USD. Dollar, EUR USD. Do you guys see the similarities? Let me know if you guys can see the similarities. Yeah, they move in opposite directions. Yes, they do. Awesome. Awesome. So now let's look at the dollar on a higher time frame aspect, right? I already told you guys like a couple weeks ago, probably like 2 weeks ago, that we were going to be looking for short positions in this area, right? Now the market came, it literally touched the starting point, was just shy of that right shoulder. And whether you got in for sales on the dollar or not, it is what it is. But we were waiting for this change of direction to happen right here in this area. Liquidity, we have the entry. Now, as of right now, we are correct. And if we can break and close below this structure here, then we are absolutely correct. And we can start to see the dollar drop, right? And when the dollar drops, EUR USD is going to continue buying, right? It's the opposite. So we have the consolidation, market drops. Now, if we can break and close above this structure here, we could start looking for some buy opportunities and send the market up higher. Now, look at the opposite. They literally look the same, but just, one's going up and one's going down. So the fact that the dollar already had rejected off of a pretty solid zone, If it can continue and break down lower, I'm definitely going to be looking for buys um, with EOR USD. I would just like the market to break and close above this. So as of right now, we are waiting patiently for long-term swings. If you can look for some scalp or intradays within this zone, do what you guys do. But to continue long-term, right, to like hold for swings, right? Like if we can get this, guys, if we can get this move here, we can possibly get this move before the Texas conference that's happening in about 2 weeks. That's what I'm looking forward to right here. If we can break out sometime soon, all we have to do is wait patiently, and this move can possibly get us right and can pay for some of that Texas trip. If you guys prepare yourself, this can possibly do some good upside for our trading account, right? So, but the thing is, let's go ahead and look left. Let's look left because what it is this market rejecting off of. Why did the market start going up? We can't just focus on this area, guys. We can't. We must look left to see exactly what to see exactly what the market rejected from and went higher. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and put a horizontal line right here so we can see exactly what it rejected off of. All right, it's right on that thing. Okay. So it looks like it's been around this violation, right? And it looks like, to be honest, it looks like this support zone right here is holding it down. Looks like that support right there is holding it down. Now let's drop to a lower time frame because that's for sure. That box is for sure holding it down right there too. Yeah. Now let's drop to a lower time frame and see if there's anything within this area that can tell us something more. Let's go to the 4 hour. There's also a starting point right here. Notice how we break out and we have a last selling candle and there's a breakout rally. I can see that it was trying to go for this starting point here. And it most likely came up shy since that's where the line is. So let's go. Oh, let's cancel this. Yeah, so it was just shy. And that happens. Like sometimes that happens. Like we have projected buy zones and sell zones, and things like this happen. But to be honest, that's very, very close and very, very tight. So there's nothing we can do about that. There really isn't. Um, but as long as the market can continue to go higher, right? Market missed our buy zone. Hey, it is what it is. But if we can continue to go higher and break and close above this zone, I'm definitely going to be looking to continue some type of buys when the market pulls back so we can look for that long-term swing. Does that make sense, guys? Let me know if that makes sense. Give me a fire. You guys can unmute and say sense. Y'all can give me some snaps. Y'all can, you know what I mean? Let me know, dog. Let me know. All right, cool. So as of right now, Jason, your zone is being held down, right? Right here. I'm just gonna move this. Your zone is being held down, right? Now, as soon as the market violates and goes and breaks and closes above this zone, bro, we are no longer looking for sells. We should start looking for buys. Make sense, bro? Awesome, brother. Awesome. But I do see exactly why you did that. I do see that. So yeah, just a heads up. The market does continue. Now you know how to react and you know what to look for to take some opportunities. Always know what to do when market conditions change, fam. Right? Every buy or sell setup, you should automatically know how to adapt in case that setup gets violated. You know what I'm saying? So understand what you have to do, and taking a loss really, it stops bothering you because you really just have to wait for, the confirmations. Let's see. It looks like so sent in a chart. NZD, JPY, weekly time frame, weekly shoulder, daily SP. Okay, 4 hour shoulder. Okay. So have you taken these setups right here, or are you waiting for these setups right here? Waiting. Okay, cool. I'm still waiting for some long-term sales as well. You guys, I've said this for a couple weeks now. I'm not really liking the way the market is just chilling right here, building up liquidity. I really don't. After the market changes direction, and look at this. I mean, this is a pretty defined uh market structure, right? We have a BOS to the upside and a change of character to the downside. Now, this is the weekly time frame. On the monthly, I'm pretty sure that's just a clean structure, BOS, change of character. Now we're just building up liquidity, right? So, that being said, usually when we get a BOS and then the market reverses and we start to just chill right here, usually that's a very, very good setup to take some sales and continue that downward trend. But right now it's just chilling. It hasn't really done much, right? So we have to wait for some good confirmation. So let's go to NZDJPY so we can take a look at that. I believe we talked about this like 3 weeks ago. All the Tokyo pairs are literally looking the same, like damn near all of them. That was the weekly time frame. Okay. So let's go to the monthly real quick. Yes, exactly. Look at this, guys. This is the weekly structure I was telling you about right here. BOS to the upside, change of direction to the downside. Now look at this. Levels is literally telling you, guys. Levels is literally telling you. This is why I love levels so much. This is why I love levels. You see how we have blue arrows, blue arrow, blue arrow. Levels let us know, hey, if we have a blue arrow, match that with the blue color box right here. Notice these zones are getting reactions off of them. Boom, new blue zone, new reaction, new blue zone, new reaction. Guys, it's helping you out. Now look at these zones were already taken. These are good trades. Market disrespected these and gave us a red arrow. So you know what we do? We turn off the blues and we turn on the reds. Now look at what's right there. We have a selling starting point and we change direction, giving us a head and shoulder. So we have a head and shoulder set up right here. Change of direction, consolidation, and we have a shoulder and a starting point right there. Let's go to the monthly time frame. So the in the draw, let me see. On the monthly, this is the structure here, but it's still the same thing. Still the same thing, right? So let's go ahead and take a look. Turn that off. Weekly time frame. Now I can see why you chose this one. Let me see. Let me look at it real quick. Um, yes, yes. You have this zone here, and it is one. Let me see. Is it that one? Am I tripping? Long one. Okay, fair. I think it's right here. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. All right. So this is a left shoulder, right? But do we change character? Yes, we do. Now, let's drop down to that lower time frame. You said there's a daily starting point. I can definitely see something, maybe like a 4 hour starting point. Oh, that was a 4 hour head and shoulder right there.
By current price for the daily starting point.
You said what? Are you talking about this one here? All right. Um, so I definitely like these up higher much more. If we go to the 4 hour time frame, we can see there's a lot of defined. Yeah, JV. I don't know what your full name is. It just gives me JV, but man, it's very simple system and it's helped me a lot. right? On the daily time frame, guys, notice how we have a pullback right here. We have some nice consolidation, and then we have BOS, a little bit more consolidation, and look at this. We ended up crashing. So I do like this area as well, along with that daily starting point or weekly starting point. It just lines up. It just lines up. So I still think even the weekly starting point. What up, Shawnee? Shawnee. What up, Shawnee? Even the weekly starting point looks very, very good. Or the weekly shoulder looks very, very good. Would not mind taking some sales off of that. Now, if we go down to the daily time frame, all of this, all of this just looks like liquidity. Like it doesn't even look clean. I mean, in my opinion, if you guys can take opportunities, do what you guys can do, make your money. But I'm only really looking for some clean opportunities, and a lot of this just does not look clean. Facts. She's definitely, she made her statement and put her foot into the level system and made some noise with that shit for sure. Good shit, Shiny. Let's go. But let's go to the 4 hour now. Now I do think we could start looking for some buys in this area, right? Because we do have a liquidity sweep. We have the liquidity sweep, and we do have the change of direction to the upside. Now, the market tried to change direction here, but that's not a change of direction. It actually gave you sell opportunity vibes, right? So notice how this was definitely a fake out, definitely a fake out. And that's what happens when you're trading inside of consolidation. They're going to give you a lot of fake opportunities to entice you to, open up your trading account so you can go ahead and donate to the market. But that's not, sometimes that happens, and we ended up getting stuck with that. And we had to swallow that and take that loss like a boss, but end up bouncing back. And how do you bounce back? By understanding what to do next. Because if I would have saw this, honestly, I probably would have taken it too. I probably would have taken that too, understanding that the market is consolidating, it is heading down a little bit, and all we're doing is creating structure to the downside a little bit, right? Structure, drop lower. So we could possibly have taken some more sales, right? So I could have possibly gotten faked out there too. I just don't trade the yens that much. But look, check me out. If I'm looking at this, this is the dominant low. Market comes up and makes a dominant high, and then we slightly peak lower, right? So now if I'm looking for a change of character, the market needs to break and close above this black line. Now, because the market didn't break and close in this area, notice what does it do? It consolidates. We go up, we clear this liquidity, and if I see this with the breakout rally of candles and I see consolidation, oh bro, I'm running the opportunity. We failed to go higher, right? We failed to go higher. We got the BOS, the change of character, and we build liquidity after we change of character, guys. I'm looking to take some opportunities. But then the market, you know what the market does? It says, hey, not today, buddy. You're trading inside consolidation. Okay, cool. It happens. Our stop loss was hit. There's nothing we can do about that. But how do you bounce back, guys? Anybody know how to bounce back? I know we have a couple of vets in here, so I'm just gonna leave this right here. And I would like you guys to unmute and let me know what opportunities you see right here that you can take. I know Shawnee see one. I know Juan see one. Let's go.
Shoulder invalidation, baby.
Let's go, Sway. I see you, baby. Let's go. So I see you. Joel or SP, I see you, Candido. What's up, Candido? You coming over tonight or what, bro? We hitting the gym in the morning or what, bro? Let's get it. No crap. Let's get it, baby. I'll see you there. Look at this though, guys. We have two setups we can use. Well, three. We have three setups we can use. It all depends on how you look at the market and what you like to take as an opportunity, right? We have one, the head and shoulder violation. We can see the market gives us some clean structure, BOS to the upside. We changed direction, and we were looking to take some sell opportunities here. And the market did actually take a sell, but it didn't continue down, right? A 1 to 1 is about right here. 1 to 3 is about right here. So look at this. The market did reject. It just didn't do what we're supposed to, or do what it was supposed to do. Came into our zone, reject, put us in profit, but it just didn't do what it was supposed to do and continued down lower. It, put us in profit and then end up hitting our stop loss. And that happens. Take the loss like a boss, but now you know how to bounce back. So what we do is you can use the same exact zone that we were looking to take some sells and we can use it to take some buys. Now, with that setup, your stop loss would be the closest low, which would be here. So then your setup would look something like this if you like taking the head and shoulder violation. One to three risk to reward. Make sense, guys? Whoever likes taking the head and shoulder violation, this is your opportunity right here. Right now, for someone who's taking a starting point, look at what the market is doing right here, guys. I like violation plays. I ain't gonna lie to you, especially when it comes hand in hand with the starting point. Like literally, violation, BOS to the upside, we have a starting point, right? This breakout rally, right? This breakout rally gave us the head and shoulder violation, but it also gave us a blue arrow. So what do we do when we see a blue arrow, guys? What should we do? Yes, this would be a similar play, Jason. Correct. Correct. What should we do, guys? I know you guys know what to do, guys. When you guys see a blue arrow, what should we do? Well, yes, we should be looking for buys, but if we see a blue arrow, we can press this blue box here and we can see that levels is saying, hey, we have a buy opportunity right here. So look at that. It's literally the same entry. Whether I'm looking at the head and shoulder violation or I'm looking at the starting point, we have both entries layered right on top of each other. And my stop loss for that setup would be the low right here too. So we have both of those setups right there. Now, if you look at this like an inverted, how do you think the Aussie CPI could affect this? Well, the market's going up right now, bro. I mean, the thing about news is usually it gives you a setup before it happens, or it's building the setup before it happens, right? So look at this. We can see we have a head and shoulder violation, and we're looking for a buying starting point. Has CP news happened yet? CPI news happened yet? So what are we expecting the CPI news to do? What do you think? Yeah, exactly. But we would like it to go ahead and give me a nice pullback to continue, right? That's the thing about news, bro. Sometimes if it doesn't give you a clean setup, okay, that's good. That's fine. That means it's most likely building a setup. It's most likely building consolidation. So what happens? Well, now we have to wait for a sweep. The sweep happens, we get that change of character. Now we can go ahead and ride this news right here. The same thing happened in Arizona for the trading lock-in. AUD we were looking for buys. It didn't really have a clean setup, but it was consolidating. And then what happens? News hits, shot the market down. The very next candle went straight up. So I see that right after news, guys. This is the play right here. Does that make sense, Juan?
Yes, sir. Completely.
Awesome, bro. Awesome. And that's what really changed the game for me when trading news. Like I used to get clapped, bro. Just like anybody else, right? Their first year, they don't know what to do. They're taking buy stops, sell stops because they know news is volatile. They over leverage a bit more because they want to make the money that they're gambling at that point because they don't know what they're doing. I didn't know what I was doing my first month in, um, but that's what you would do, right? Now the thing is, when you start to break things down and you understand what you have to do next, you understand you guys don't have to do that. Like you really don't. Like one loss does not define shit. It really doesn't, bro. Like take the loss like a boss and understand how to get back in. You know what I mean? So look at this, guys. Two setups back to back. The third setup I'm looking at is I'm looking at this like an inverted. So let's go ahead and just move this out the way. If I'm looking at this like an inverted, look at all this liquidity. Did the market sweep liquidity? Yes. Now, did the market continue to the upside? Yes. So we also have a head and shoulder right here. So there are three zones we can possibly use. Right now, you're probably thinking, well, in this case, I'm just going to use two because this zone is pretty much right on top of this zone. So I'm just going to use these two. But how do I know which one the market is going to respect? Well, we have to wait for the confirmation. Once the market comes into this area, let's wait to see what the market wants to do. Is it ready to go and head up? Well, we're not going to know that unless the market breaks and closes above this structure, letting us know the market is ready to go. Right? Just like with EUR USD, just like with EUR USD last week, we went over that, right? Let's go back over here real quick. Just like right here, right? We had a shoulder right here. We back tested this on last Friday. So check me out. We have a shoulder here. We have a violation starting point right here, right? Where we're looking for buys. Buys failed. And now we're looking for sells. And we also have a selling starting point up here that is right on top of my other sell zone. I love those. But look, how did I know, or how can I know the market wasn't going to go higher? Let's drop to a lower time frame. So look at this. As soon as the market comes into this green box, it's already back into seller's territory. But now we have to wait for some good structure to play out so we can have some extra confirmation so we can go ahead and take some opportunities. Right, so let's go ahead and take a look. Let's go ahead and play this out. We have a BOS to the upside. BOS to the upside, which means my change of character line is here. So let's go ahead and continue. Market sweeps liquidity one last time, and my change of character line should be right here. So look at this. Just based off of this structure here, right? We have higher high, higher low. We tried to go higher. It failed, and we end up changing direction. So just based off of that, I'm thinking, yo, I don't think the market wants to go higher. I think the market actually wants to sell now. I think the market wants to come into this area and look for some sells because it literally gave me the market structure I need to see. Right? I would love to tackle these lows here. That's a 1 to 6. That's a 1 to 6 in itself. But let's take a look at this. How did I know that the market wasn't going to go higher, guys? The market literally told me. So if you're toxica or toxico, or what is it, toxico? Toxico, right? Y'all like to just nag them. Like, you ready yet? What do you want to eat? I don't know. Y'all know how it goes, bro. Y'all know how it goes. But when you sit back and you just, you wait for them, just chill. You let them tell you what they want. Like, boo, I'm hungry for some toppers, some burger, whatever. Bro, they're literally telling you the confirmation. Go get that lady some freaking burgers and some fries. You know what I'm saying? It also filled the 50% of the imbalance. Yes, right. But listen, guys, let the market structure tell you. We're not taking any opportunities unless the market tells us. So we're waiting for sales right in this area. If the market can come back, boom, market touched my zone, and look what happens next. Market starts to tank. TP has been hit. This was a 1 to 6. I risked 1% to gain 6%. Boom. I was in and out. I was in and out of this trade in 4 hours in one day. I was in and out, in and out. Same thing can happen right here, right? How do I know if the market doesn't want to go lower? Well, if the market gives me a BOS at the downside, and then we end up changing character and going higher, well, that's the market is telling you. It's not being toxic no more. It's sharing its feelings. It's being open. have some emotional intelligence to understand when the market is telling y'all it's ready to go. Does that make sense, guys? Because this looks like I can see it playing off of this, to be honest. I definitely can. Let's see. What else do we got here for us? I believe, does anybody else have any pairs you want me to look at specifically before I go look around? Crude oil. I don't know who was talking about oil um last week. I forgot. I really forgot who it was. But look at this, guys.
I want to say
Look at
Austin.
this.
Austin.
I don't think it was Austin. I think it was somebody else. It could have been Austin. I think it was a girl though, if I'm not mistaken, because she ended up mentioning an imbalance. But look at this, guys. How can we have predicted this? Nah, Neri don't hop on my calls, bro. She don't stop by. She don't stop by for the boy. But look at this. How can we have predicted the market was going to reject off of this zone? How can we have expected this? Well, let's go to a higher time frame. Go to the daily. Actually, let's go back to the weekly. So let's look at the weekly, guys. Just by looking at this, right? Look at how easy the structure is. If I'm just looking at this right here, guys, let's not focus on this. Let's not focus on this. Let's just focus on this here. If I'm looking at this, lower low, lower high, lower low, what am I thinking in my head? What am I thinking in my head if I'm seeing lower low, lower high, lower low, and the market is going down? Hmm? Who wants to be wrong? It's okay to be wrong. Let's get it. No one wants to be wrong. Bearish. What? Luis said the market is bearish. What'd you say? Someone said something.
Oh, downtrend?
The market is downtrending. Yes. Break support. Yes. You're all right. You're all correct. Market is bearish. We should think to sell. Yes. It is breaking support. Yes. But what about an entry? Do you guys see any entries? Just off of this setup alone, right here. This is all I'm looking at right here. Do you guys see any opportunities we can look at? Yes, sir, Juan. Yes, sir, Juan. Yes, Josue. We have a starting point right there. BOS to the downside. We have a starting point right here. But this is a big ass starting point. But hey, this is the weekly starting point. So as long as the market does not break and close above the stop loss, we are good to continue sales. Does that make sense right now? Because on the 4 hour, 1 hour, it's going to be hectic. It's going to look super ugly right here. You go to a lower time frame, it's going to be looking super ugly, super ugly. We don't know what's going to be happening right here on lower time frames, but on this time frame, it looks clear right here. It looks clear right here. So as long as the market does not break and close above this stop loss, we are good to continue sales, right? So now let's go to a lower time frame. Okay, cool. So I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, look, this is a pretty decent shoulder, right? It's a little awkward looking, but it is. We have resistance, resistance. Oh, snap. Do we peak above resistance and then continue going down? That may be a funky head and shoulder, but when we're bearish and we see something that looks like this, guys, you see the market break and close above or take liquidity and then immediately drop and continue down, that's your head and shoulder. So now look at this. When we take this off, look at that. Look at that, bro. Look at that. All we had to do was wait. Now look, how long did this take? We're on the daily time frame, right? So from the breakout to the entry, that, that was 35 days. Are you willing to wait 35 days to catch the swing of your life? Damn right. Damn right. Sometimes you guys talk to these people, guys and girls, y'all talk for months and then it don't even end up going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some real stuff. You can wait 35 days to take a solid opportunity. I promise you can, guys. I promise you can. Now look at this. Look at this. Opportunity was taken. But what happened? What happened? We can see that this actually wasn't broken and closed below. And at least on this time frame, this is the shoulder. Higher high, higher low, higher high. We haven't broken close below this yet, right? Okay, I see that. But the zone is being held down. Why is the market holding it down right here, guys? Why is the market being held down right here? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna delete this and I'm gonna just put this right here and give you guys a hint. Can you guys see anything in this area here? You guys see anything? Let's go, Julius. Let's go, Juan. Let's go, guys. Yes, there's a buying starting point. Let's see. Oh man, that starting point held it down, bro. But look, the market built way too much liquidity. That's a lot of liquidity. A lot of liquidity. And the market is bearish right now. You know what we're thinking? We talked about it. We were like, you know what? We're thinking the market wants to go ahead, sweep liquidity to the upside, so we can go ahead and continue that bearish move to the downside. Right? But look, it's not clear on this time frame. So let's go ahead and drop the time frame to see if we can go ahead and clear some things up. Let's go to the 4-hour. Oh, nasty movement, bro. Nasty movement. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna delete this for the clear visualization. So look at this, guys. Oh man, we were just shy. A spread probably didn't even get you in right there. But look at this. It gives you the second opportunity. Maybe it doesn't give you this, depending on your broker. And I get it. Trust me. I totally get it. But that doesn't mean you can't catch the move. You just couldn't catch the start of the move. But you can still catch the second, possibly the third, and possibly the fourth. All right? Possibly catch the second, third, and fourth of the trade of the move. But look at this. Higher high, we get a BOS. We get another BOS. Now, if I'm looking at this on the 4-hour time frame, guys, if I'm looking at this on the 4-hour time frame, where should my change of character line be? Yes, sir, Juan. Yes, sir, Juan. Juan's been locked in, bro. Juan's been locked in. Let's get it, guys. So if I'm looking at this on this time frame, I'm waiting for this to get broken and close below, meaning I want the market to continue down and just smash that zone. That's going to tell me I was correct right here. I was correct on this sell and the market's just melting, right? So let's go ahead and take a look. We broke it and closed below. Awesome. So now look, what do we have here? We have a head and shoulder right here. Shoulder. Awesome. So now I'm looking to take some type of opportunities. This is my entry. My stop loss is way up here. I don't make the rules. The markets do. If you don't like this setup, you don't have to take it. But let's just see if it gives you a 1 to 3. I don't really care about the setup stop loss. As long as it gives me a 1 to 3, I'm Gucci. I'm chilling. Let's take a look. Market gives me an entry. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Boom. Market hits my take profit. Smashed. Smashed. Right? But now look at this. Let's think about this a little bit, right? Let's think about this a little bit. Because the market never breaks and closes below here. We already figured that out, right? The market never breaks and closes below here. But we still want to look for sells because the market literally was just building liquidity in this one area for how many days, bro? For 75 days, the market was chilling. And I'm seeing everybody take sells and everybody take buys inside of oil. But I was chilling. I didn't even trade oil. In the last 75 days, I have not traded oil. Have not touched it. Why? Because I'm looking at this zoomed out and I'm saying, bro, it's literally in consolidation. Like, don't get me wrong. You may catch an opportunity, and I'm not going to hate on you. If you can catch the opportunity and make some money, do what you do. Now, you a better man, better woman than me. But I know that there are opportunities, better opportunities much higher. I just have to stay patient. The individual, the trader, has to stay patient. So if I'm looking over here, right, I have to go ahead and dissect this market. I have to dissect this market. Guys, I used to tell you guys this all the time, and I'm going to continue to tell you guys this for 2025. And if you guys know, I would like you guys to unmute and say it. Every time you get a right shoulder, what else? What's coming after that? Does anybody know? Your right shoulder is the what for the next setup? Anybody know?
The head.
The head.
Just the head. It's the head.
Let's go, Josue. Your right shoulder is the head for the next setup. We have a BOS of the upside. We have a change of character. Awesome. Let's mark that up. Let's go ahead and mark that up so we can see that visually. We have liquidity sweep, change of character. Awesome. We're looking for sales in this area. My stop loss is at the high. This is the head, right? But now look, anytime we get an entry at this area, as long as we get a change of character off of this area, the right shoulder is going to be the head to the next setup, right? And you're thinking like, what? Nah, you're lying. Bro, trust me. I test this. I promise you. Right? We're looking for sales. Awesome. Awesome. Look at this. I'm drawing up oil right now. Consolidation. Market's on its way. Market's on its way. Market's on its way. As soon as we touch this, guys, and we change character here, this is my right shoulder. But look what happened. We have the same setup over again. And you know what happens? Sometimes the market, it won't give it to you right away. Sometimes it'll fall. Sometimes it'll fall and it'll drop. And they're gonna make you wait for this setup again. But when it comes back, hey, when it comes back, take the opportunity and sell that market. Every right shoulder, as long as we get a change of character off of that zone, it's the head to the next head and shoulder pattern. So if we look this way, and some are always going to be pretty, right? If market structure was pretty, guys, everybody would be making money. Just how it is. We all need to get better, right? We all need to get better. We all need to understand the structure and what's going on because it's not always going to look the same. So look at this. Higher high, higher low. Higher high, we change direction. Now look at this, guys. Resistance, resistance. We clear liquidity, we get this right shoulder, and do we change character? Does the market drop? What do you guys think? Yes, right? So if I'm looking at this, I'm saying to myself, we have a BOS here to the upside, and the market definitely changed character, whether you're looking at this or this here. I like this because it continues the BOS at the downside. Right? Now look at this, guys. Breakout rally. BOS to the downside, breakout rally. My starting point to that is right here. I'm just going to move this. Now, I don't know who mentioned the imbalance here, but she caught a snipe. I believe it was a girl. I believe. I don't know who it was, but nah, I don't remember, bro. I really don't. But if you're on the call, man, speak up because we caught a nasty one. And this would be my left shoulder, right? Let me go ahead and just make this a bit darker. And my stop loss would be the high, right? But now look at this, guys. All we have to do is wait. All we have to do is wait. Oh, man, it kept dropping. Oh, it's coming back up. It's coming back. Oh, it kept dropping. It's coming back up. It's coming. Oh, I kept dropping, bro. When is it going to come? When is it going to come? Guys, you have to stay patient. It's coming up. It'll probably drop again. I'm just going to not focus on it. It's just going to drop. Whatever. It's just going to drop. I told you it's going to drop. Oh, snap. It's in my entry. Oh, snap. The market came into my zone and did exactly what it was supposed to do. I'm going to go ahead and delete this red box because it definitely went a bit deeper. And I'm going to do that for clarity. I'm going to delete this right here. Look at what the market gave us, guys. We have a BOS to the upside, or this would be more of a liquidity sweep than a BOS because we don't have a full body close above this line. But we definitely have the change of character. I'm gonna move this down here so I know when the market continues to break. But we definitely get the change of character here. Now, if I drop to a lower time frame, you're gonna see it much clearly. So let's go to the 1 hour. Boom. Let's go, guys. Let's go. So not only do we have a starting point right here, notice how we have a breakout rally to the downside, 2 candle breakout rally. My last buying candle, that's my starting point. I'm looking for this setup for my week, to be honest. I want to see sales for US oil. Y'all heard it here first. Y'all actually, you guys probably actually heard about this sale first before anybody else. Because I haven't really heard about anybody looking for sales with US oil, right? So if we can continue and hold this area, if we can consolidate for a bit more, I mean, this is already looking good. We have equal lows, but if it consolidates a bit more, even tops it off. The market can come back in this area. I'm definitely going to be looking for some sells. And we also have this shoulder zone. So I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. I'm gonna delete this other shoulder for clarity because it definitely respected the hell out of that starting point. So this is my next opportunity that I'm looking at for US oil. Now, if we can take that opportunity, guys, right, let's go ahead and drop back down to that 4 hour. And it may take time. It may take time. And if you're someone who is inexperienced with holding trades for a long time, hey, it happens, right? But we have to get better. And this could be one of your first swings of a lifetime, right? So if we can take that opportunity, I'm going to do my very best to see if we can hold all the way down here, or at least to this liquidity over here, at least minimum. That's a 1 to 7, 1 to 6. And if it can get as high as the right shoulder, that's a 1 to 10. So if the market can continue to make its way down, give me an entry and just continue to drop slowly but surely. I don't care if it hangs out around right here for another 75 days. I really don't care if it hangs around right there. As long as it continues to drop, I'm good. Does that make sense, guys? So prepare yourself and get yourself ready for US oil. I'm liking this setup with US oil right now. And if the market continues to drop, right? Because look, we do have a starting point right here as well. That's why the market is being held down. We have a BOS to the upside, right? Just like this side over here. Just like this over here. The market was being held down because of the starting points, right? Look at all that consolidation. Same thing is happening right here. Just a bit, nothing too crazy. But we have a BOS and we have a starting point right here looking for buys. So as of right now, it's holding it down. It's doing its job. The market is rejecting off of it and it is going up a bit higher, right? But if the market continues to drop, this is extra confirmation, and I'm definitely going to be looking to take some sell positions. Definitely going to be looking to take some sell positions. Makes sense, guys? Any questions about that? I'm definitely looking to take some sales with US oil though. This looks too clean of a shift in market structure not to take. Mike Nav has the same sell idea. Let's go. I'm risking the whole account on this thing. Just kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that. 1%, or whatever your max is. My max is 1%, so I will be dropping a 1%er on this trade. I'm just messing around. I don't over leverage like that. But that's good, right? When you do the studying, man, you start to have the same charts as the GOAT. And Mike's the GOAT. We all know Mike. That dude's real. But see, it looks like Louise sent in a chart real quick. US oil. Is this your own setup, Louise? You guys can see this, right? Okay, give me a second. Give me a second. I got you. I got you. Thank you, Juan. Okay, cool. Just marked it up. Awesome. I'm curious to know what this big box is right here. Is there anything specific that you're marking up with this big box? Is this like the daily starting point or something, or what is that specifically? just so we can narrow that down because I think it can reject anywhere in there. Okay, cool. Okay, I hear you. I hear you. But now because you think we can reject from anywhere from this space, now it's time to narrow down a rejection zone because we want to be as accurate as possible. I know you have a zone right here and your entry right here, but why is your entry right here and your zone looking like this? Right? Not trying to like, I'm just trying to help you get better and tighter with your markups. So let's go over here to let's see, US oil. You guys can see my chart?
Nope.
No,
Not yet?
no.
Okay, awesome. So now let's go over here, right? Now, if we go to the 1 hour, let me just look at your setup real quick. What were you looking at? What time frame? This was the 15. Okay, let's go to the 15-minute. Okay, cool. So now look at this, bro. We're gonna go ahead and just scratch off whatever I have because I want to stay fresh for you. If you're looking at the 15-minute, that's awesome. But now I want to go ahead and mark this up with your time frame. So if we're looking at this, bro, look at the structure that we have here. We have higher high, higher low, and notice how this candle rejects. So as soon as we get a rejection, this is now resistance. So look, we end liquidity. So the market goes higher, we get the BOS to the upside, and then the market changes direction to the downside. Do you see that, bro? So not only do we have BOS to the upside, right? BOS to the upside, and then we have the change of direction that happened right here. We have a starting point. I'm sorry, we have a shoulder right here, which is pretty much where your entry is. Oh man, hey bro, can you give me my charger real quick? But does that make sense though, Luis? My stop loss would be here. It's gonna be in the middle one, guys. If my computer, let me see, I should have. Oh, I got 7 minutes. All right. So this is where your entry should be. Stop loss at the high, minimum 1 to 3. If you know and understand how to hold, I would at least hold it to these equal lows. That's a clean 1 to 3 for sure. This is your setup right here, bro. This is your setup right here, bro. Appreciate you. Bad, my bad. All right. But this is your setup right here, Luis. Does that make sense, bro? Awesome. So now we narrowed it down from something that looks like this, right? Something that looks like this. And I know our entries are in the same spot or similar spots, but now our entry zone is just a bit tighter. You know what I'm saying? We could be just a bit more accurate. So this looks pretty good. If you're looking at this area, this looks really good as well. I'm gonna go ahead and put an alert right here. And if I end up eating off of this trade, Luis, I'm thanking you, bro. I'm thanking you. This is your setup, not mine. You sent this in, right? So take a screenshot of this, Luis. You guys should all be taking screenshots anytime we be looking at these plays, guys. Guys, take the screenshots, put them in your log, save this, and get ready for the opportunity. Get ready for the opportunity, guys, because the market is going to do its thing. Make sure, y'all. I'm telling y'all, whether it's this setup that you're looking at, or if you're looking at another setup, maybe the one that I'm looking at, right? So take your screenshots, post your videos. Guys, post on your stories. If you guys are smacking, bro, feel confident. Tell the whole world, hey, oil sells. Oil sells around 74.60. If y'all don't tap in, y'all don't tap in. That's not a me problem, that's a you problem. You feel me? Now, if this is your setup, guys, rock with it. Rock with it. Telling y'all. For me, I do like this. I do like this, but I also like this structure here. It looks very, very clear to me and it looks solid. So I will be rocking out with this one. I don't mind holding a little bit of drawdown, right? I do like to test trade my first setups anyways. So if the market does go to your entry, Luis, I will be eating off of your opportunity, bro, right? So this is something that looks good. Something that looks very, very good, right? So again, guys, make sure you guys are taking your screenshots. Make sure you guys are posting because this looks pretty solid, right? But any questions before we get out of here, guys? Let me know. Let me know. Any questions? We're good. We good. We good. Awesome, guys. Guys, I appreciate you guys for your time. We have 33 on the call right now. 33 stayed on and watched and got value through the whole time. I appreciate you guys for giving me your time. One, you know what I'm saying? I definitely want to come into 2025 a lot different, right? You guys are going from beginner to intermediate, and some of you guys are going from intermediate to advanced fairly quickly. And it does no justice for y'all that I hold you guys back and just staying basic. You know what I'm saying? So for those who are always asking questions, man, shout out to you guys. You guys are getting your questions answered. You guys are feeling comfortable in this space. You guys are feeling comfortable in the charts. You guys are feeling comfortable taking your own trades. You guys are understanding the structure, the strategy, the risk to reward, everything. I believe very strongly that 2025 is going to be a breakout year. Give me some fire emojis if you guys believe that 2025 is going to be your breakout year, fam.
Let's go.
Let's go, guys. Let's go. With that being said, fam, you guys have a great weekend. Or I'm sorry, you guys have a great trading week, right? Trade responsibly. Send in your charts into the chats. That way we can go ahead and take these opportunities and eat together because I'm telling you guys, the way the way that the market is moving right now with the dollar, bro, everything is looking solid right now. Everything is looking solid. You know what I'm saying? So take the opportunities. Do not wait. Hey, bro, what word did you use when you said when the market is going up and you see a rejection? It's called a change of character or a change of direction, right? So just right here, right? You notice how the market is continuing up and then the BOSs, BOS going up, BOS going up, BOS going up. Now, as soon as the market breaks and closes, we have higher high, higher low, higher high. As soon as the market breaks and closes below the higher low, it's now a change of direction or a change of character because the market was going up and then changed direction to the downside. Make sense, Eric? Awesome, brother. Good question. Always ask your question. It doesn't matter how simple or basic it is because we are all at different stages in this, right? We're all in different stages in this. But guys, I appreciate you guys for hopping on and I cannot wait for Friday. Everybody is getting better. I can see it. I can, you guys just don't know, man. I want to come different this 2025. So you guys have a great weekend and I will see you guys on Friday. Let's get it.